Wednesday afternoon. Got this Canyon. We've been back and forth with the body shop on. We've been doing the mechanical. They now have the box on it. We've done leaf springs, drive shaft, transfer case, all sorts of things. And then we were just down to an e-brake cable. One of the wrong parts came, so that's all taken care of now. I believe we've done the wheel alignment and everything on that. The 40 Chev waiting on the wheel adapters to come back from Rich to have those milled down, so we have some tire clearance. The El Camino, we're just waiting on customer approval and quotes on short blocks for the engine or a long block. We'll see where we end up on that. Over here we have a Z28 that just came in. John is repairing some fuel lines. This car has been upgraded. I think it's the ZZ4 freight engine and Eldebrock Pro 4 injection, and some of the non-fuel injection fuel lines were being used, so we're replacing it all with braided fuel line. And then there's a grocery list of other things. The customer is in the middle of doing T-top seals, so it got towed here today, and of course it was raining on the tow truck, so they quickly covered it with some garbage bags. And over here Ashley's working on the Jeep that we did customer supplied lift, tires and wheels on a couple weeks ago. After doing the lift, of course, you try to align it and all the ball joints were hammered out of it. So it's now back for the ball joint job. So Ashley's working away on that one. And Dave, I think, is now on the brakes of the LaSalle. So we'll go take a look at how this thing's looking.
Welcome back.
Hey, it's been about 24 hours.
Yeah, rear diff is all sealed up.
Yeah.
The axle seals. Not new pinion seal because it can't get one easily enough.
Okay.
But the member's all sealed up.
Nice. Just doing the reassembly on the brakes?
Yeah, the front brakes are all reassembled. Okay. But they still need to be adjusted.
Yeah.
And then still have to do the master cylinder as well.
Okay.
Master cylinder's out, but the new one's ready to go in.
You know it's old when there's keyways on the axle shafts.
Yeah.
So the fronts, like you said, they're all on there, ready to be adjusted, and yeah.
Coming along.
And you got a master there. Perfect. So we should have some good brakes here soon.
That's the theory. Well, better than the oil soaked ones that we were on before.
Yeah, yeah.
I had to cook the drums a little bit, get all the gear oil out of the drums.
Oh yeah, with the jet wash, yeah. Well, at least we have that tool here to help.
Yeah.
Clean stuff like that and not go through a ton of chemical trying to do it. Yeah. So good. Yeah, it's been a crazy weather day today. Now we have blue skies, but earlier it was buckets and buckets of rain. So yeah, that's it down here at the auto shop. Gonna turn the music back on for these guys and head down to the body shop. All right, just down at the hot rod shop. Corbin has got the chassis lengthening part of this chassis done. And now we're just doing a preliminary fitment of the Coyote with the automatic. The alternator is in the way, which is pretty common on these, being down low like that. So we're gonna pop that off, as there is a relocation kit available to put it to the other side and more clearance. Therefore we can get the engine centered, and then we want to move the engine back further. There is an aftermarket oil pan available that gives us more clearance down, but then takes clearance from the where the sump is, so then you need to move the engine back more to fit that to be able to drop it lower. So we're going to base it off the measurements of that pan that's available and see where we get fitment to and see how that works, and then we're going to get some scales here and kind of see how this sits. That's the plan as of right now. And then I'm also going to look into dry sump capabilities for the Coyote. I know there is stuff available. I just want to see how available it is and what that looks like to install, so we can maybe even get this engine a little lower. Right now, there's no way we'd be able to put a supercharger on it if that was ever an option. We have talked twin turbos, so therefore turbos could fit up front with how far back we're setting it, because we already, as you can see, have a ton of room up front, and we're looking at going back at least 4 or 5 more inches before we even get into some chassis interference issues. So yeah, anyway, coming along. So he's making way on that, which is nice. Had it down on the ground. Right now, if you air it out, pinch welds touch the ground, which is what we want. So that's good. So let's move on, see what else is going on in here. Lyle's been working lots on this car today. So yeah, he's got the side upholstery going on here, and it looked like he was working on the foam for the big seats here just before coffee break. So yeah, I believe that is what he's doing. Yeah, let's go over here and see. Yeah, so just getting the seats together. So that's what's happening over here. And yeah, and then Carrick's just finishing up on the fuel injection on the 51. So that's pretty much it over here in the hot rod shop for today. Thank you. Yeah, doing good. Yeah, keep coming, keep coming. Okay, start turning, like crank it, yeah. Just hold up for 1 sec. Yeah, no, we're great. Okay, go ahead, keep it cranked. Here, take it that way. It's the only thing kind of in our way. Go ahead, you got like a foot or more? Oh, is it? Okay. Oh, it's Ernest. Yeah, don't hurt Ernest. Okay, good. Now crank it and go the other way, or back, yeah. Yeah, they need to be moved anyway to lower the hoist. So may as well do that one too while you're there. We got to move them anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, crank it hard left and yeah, at least a foot. Okay. Crank her and perfect. Yeah, you got lots of room here. You're free to go. All right, been a busy day getting ready for the Chilliwack Car Show, and right now we're just bringing the Transformers vehicles. So Bernard's an Optimus, and I'm in a 2010 Bumblebee Edition Camaro that has only got 1,500 miles on it. Not sure if you can see that. Yeah, 1,500 miles, perfect condition. Bumblebee. We were just going to tow the vehicle to keep the mileage down, but I think Kevin has decided he wants to maybe drive this car a little bit. So we were okay to drive it. Yeah, I think it's the first time I've driven one of these Camaros, to be honest. I've never driven a new body Camaro. But this one's already getting pretty old. But perfect condition. So yeah, Bumblebee Edition. You have the Transformer logo on the floor mats. There's one here on the console. The door jamb plates have that, and then there's badges on the fenders. Getting some vehicles moved down to the shop, getting them clean, getting them ready to be cleaned up and staged up for the Chilliwack Car Show here this Sunday. So anyway, we will see you then. All right, got the 57 Chevy moved over, so we're gonna start inventorying the parts and inventory the car and get going on it. One of the first things we need to do is get that engine moved a little ahead, and yeah, just gonna look it over and get a shelf organized for it, for its parts, and get going on her.